cross at this pop-up is still in good shape. You just never know up here. I'm convinced that the UP is where all RVs and campers and pop-ups, where they go to die. All right, wish us luck. We don't have the right size ball to hitch. That's our boat trailer ball, apparently. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. Mike's got the safety chains hooked up on it and pulling her out slowly.
Made it work.
Nope. When I said the things go to the UP to die, I wasn't kidding. Check it out.
Holy moly.
What's that?
See the curtains?
No.
Look at the curtains.
Yum. Something was nesting in there.
Yep. As long as they're gone.
It'll be pretty. That's all.
Wow, they really worked that over.
Yeah, they did. Project?
Well, I should have it done in 2 days.
Nice. He's optimistic. Mike and I are going to lift that up and slide it off the back. That's the plan. Stay tuned. He needs me. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Isn't her project.
What are you doing?
Evening of day one. Got a lot accomplished. Over here we have our collection of parts and pieces to repurpose. All of the windows with the framing. We have a bags all identified and categorized and ready to go. Yeah, trying to keep it neat. And yeah, we're trying to pull all of the pieces that we can possibly pull off so that we can repurpose things so we're not wasting much. And here's a shot of where we left off on day one. We still want to take that bed off, that sliding bed off. That's another project. That's my job. I get to go ahead and unscrew all of the screws along that slide, and you know, we work it out. So back to work. Somebody made a little home in here.
Yeah.
Nice little winter hideaway.
Yeah. Need a shop vac.
Shop vac.
Ooh. Can't get that out otherwise.
Well, we heard that there was going to be rain coming, so rain delay. Went out there and used some old parts and pieces that we had in the scrap pile to go ahead and cover up the pop-up. And Mike went ahead and shared just now how we escaped
A lot of rain.
So we're lucky.
This side.
Okay, yeah, so we've got this gap here that sits down.
So we're gonna fill this in.
Go ahead.
And I gotta cut 3/4 of an inch piece. So I gotta rip this one more time.
All right.
And then a board will fit straight across the top.
Looks good. There are a lot of Amish that live around here. Mike would fit right in. He does not like the circular saw. He prefers to use the hand saw. It's kind of cool. So a lot of it is like seriously by hand. We've got this 2x6 that we had to kind of strip down to fit this, the end. And the goal, I believe what Mike said, was we were gonna kind of tap in here to go ahead and secure it, and then work on how to address this. It is happening. Cut a bunch of these so that we can create walls, and then the walls will get tacked right into this once this is adhered to our frame. Looks good. Have another one of these cut and ready to go for here. Waste not, want not. We take a 2x4, strip it so that it fits the wall, and then the additional piece gets placed right here. It's like a big puzzle. Mike's brilliant. Mike got up early this morning. I was inside kind of cleaning up kitchen stuff, and he's out here and just kind of looking at all the scrap stuff, and he found sliding. You'll have to explain this door situation.
These are the slides that were mounted inside for the beds to slide out on rollers. But when we took the other panels out, you can see on the door there's nothing to really mount the door to. But with these, repurposing these, this gets mounted to the wall, this goes inside there, and now I can self-tap screws into this to hold the door frame together. So it worked out really well.
Fits right in there.
Fits perfect. So this gets mounted to the wall, and this holds the door in place.
Genius. End of day two? And?
Good walls up.
Roughed in.
Take shape. A little more wood than we thought it would take.
We're out of wood. This is hot, sticky, not easy work, and we're out of 2x4s. So another trip to the lumber yard and the bank, right?
Yeah.
Extra set of hands to give us some help. There's Lisa. And a little history on the pop-up. This was actually a pop-up that she's had in her family for quite some time, and we've given it extra life again, so it's good. with all hands on deck, we were able to get this massive, massive wall put in. Still have to do the top part, but check it out.
Hey. Door's gonna be perfect.
Pythagorean theorem at its best. Plus some good old tracing. Just to double check. Almost spent the night in the lumber yard. Place closes at 5 o'clock, and I pulled to the back to get 5 sheets of 1/2-inch CDX board, and I look towards the front as I'm waiting for the guys to help me load up, and I see the gate being closed, so I had to whistle out at them to get them to come back and get me and save me, or else it would have been a night in the lumber yard. Back at the hardware store, picking up drip edge
Fascia board.
and fascia board. Like our second home.
Okay.
Well, we're back at the hardware store, here to pick up some drip edge and
1x6s. Finish off the fascia boards.
that's the plan. That's all we're doing today too, because we're supposed to get
roof.
rain. Yeah, just the roof. We've got rain coming. It's coming later. We didn't need to rush as much. We could have gotten some things done this morning, but that's okay. Got it done last night. This is one part of the job where I feel helpless. He's up there marking the roof. Yeah, I'm down here. I guess I'm what my dad would say long ago, supervising. While I check the weather, Mike's installing the drip edge. Well, with any DIY project, you run into some snafus. And we had this rubber roofing that we planned on repurposing, but is just tearing into pieces, so can't use that. Mike and I are going to take another trip up to the hardware store. He's doing some planning because it kind of changes what we're doing with the roof just a little bit, but it looks like we might be shingling the roof tonight. DIYers always find a way. Had a snafu, talked about it earlier, and Mike was here checking out the shingles. He was ready to shingle everything, and it was getting to be pretty expensive, and up here in the UP, shingles really don't last the winters all that well. So doing a steel roof would be the way to go. And while he was up returning some drip edging and stuff like that and talking about shingles, I snagged one of the guys here knowing that they have remnants, and I don't care what color the roof is. In fact, I think this looks pretty nice. So for $1.50 a foot, we're gonna piecemeal it together and we will have a roof for our Palomino Palace. All right, what do you got going on?
Got 30 weight felt paper. Rubber roof didn't work out, so we're doing steel roof.
Woo!
But had to have something to cover the plywood, so
Is that like a vapor barrier then, or?
yeah, it'll keep the plywood from supposedly rotting out from condensation and stuff
Good deal.
the steel roof would cause.
So the guy at D&D said
Charlie. He said to score this with a razor knife and that you could snap this off, and I was very doubtful that this would work because this is a steel roof. But my God, it works. Spin it back and forth and it snaps. This is a starter piece right here. So I have to have this flat edge to go against my drip edge. A little work.
Here's the only work that's being done today. It is hot, it is sticky. We're going to trim the rest of those pieces off, and then we have a cap, a metal cap that'll sit on the front, and to protect it ever so slightly is to door, and now we're going to drive in longer screws to go ahead
Same holes though.
Same holes, so that we can anchor this frame. What's that?
It's old cranky.
What?
That used to be the crank to lift up the pop-up. It's not needed anymore.
That's a perfect place for it.
He used to live here.
One last sweep of the inside
before the siding goes on.
It's good.
And the windows.
And the windows. Beautiful day to work. Normally we wouldn't complain about the sunshine, but we're using the circular saw, and you've got a laser light to follow to make a straight line. So we're in the only piece of shade that we have, and we're doing our best.
Okay, we're getting ready to put the first panel on, but first we thought that it would be a great idea to put a foam strip at the bottom, just so the panel presses against that to keep any insects from getting up underneath there and possibly into the camper. So Debbie's applying that right now, cutting this end, and
all right, so we're gonna keep all the critters out.
What are you doing, Debbie?
We're laying some foam tape down so that when we put the paneling on top, the siding on top, there's no way anything's going to be able to get inside. Because we've got this foam tape that we're putting down, and I just ran out, so I gotta get it. save the old level. Have to take it off though, the wall from the outside is covering it, so it'll get a new life.
Showing you what we got done. The little triangles are the only thing we have left other than installing the windows and the soffits up above. Take you for a little walk around here. That's how it looks. This side's done over there as well. Just the soffits have to be done. Anybody home?
Who is it?
Come on in, let us in. This is the inside. Come over here. You can see there's gonna be quite a bit of room in here. So, got the dinette.
Back at it today. Partly sunny, 73 degrees, perfect weather, and we're going to be working on triangles. Time to cut the triangle. Got 24 and a half at one end,
14 on the other.
14 on the other. Circular saw, shade.
We're good. Just gotta fire up the generator.
I'm on it. That is the most beautiful triangle we've made today. Would you agree?
Yeah. Last vent out.
All right, we get all the siding up, and now this is the stressful part in my mind, because we're drilling holes in the siding now, so
It's gonna be good.
it's gonna be good.
All right, we're ready to try our window.
All right, here we go.
What do you think?
I think it might fit.
All right, here we go. See if our measurements were right. Oh, perfect.
Fits like a glove.
It's really good. Just got to get some of that caulking off. Look at that.
One window almost done.
Yep.
How many more to go?
7 more.
Woohoo! So large openings are 52 inches by 12 inches high, and Mike's in the process of making the opening for the top and bottom large windows over the dinette. Tired but happy. Lots to clean up. Mike's throwing his hat on.
A lot of work.
Busy day today.
Got the windows in.
They look good.
All 8 of them.
Yep, we got it. Another successful day.
Yay! Success.
Cleanup time. I'm stacking and piling stuff up, organizing, burning wood that we can burn, and Mike is having a good time with the sawzall. There goes that old roof. Yeah, I've come to the realization that I'm a wimp. I don't know how he's still working back there. I'm exhausted. I'm sitting here by the campfire. Long day, electrical, and just a whole heck of a lot of cleanup. And Mike just couldn't sit still. He's still sawzawing. He's like, he wants to get it all cut up tonight. Feeling just a little guilty, just a little. Roll that window down. You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not.
I'm nervous.
Well, I got to take it through that whole area that's so uneven. It's going to be bouncing around. If it can surpass that, it's roadworthy.
Oh, goodness.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord. Oh. Look at her go. You scared me.
No, this is where you wanted it.
Yeah?
I had to cut it in.
Okay. we've been delaying the caulking, but it's really a nice cool day and we're getting it done, right?
Yep.
Yep.